Good day. We would like to thank everyone, especially to the organizing committee of PARC 2022 for giving us this opportunity, to our advisor, Mr. Rick Fajardo, and to my co-researchers, Ms. Bobis, Ms. Masinas, Ms. Rafanan, and Ms. Rutor from Philippine State College of Aeronautics. And now, I am happy to present to you our study entitled Evaluating the Passenger's Experience in New Normal Health and Safety Measures on NAIA Terminal 3. For the background of the study consists of travel histories from the past pandemic events, and now it is hugely affects the industry and the preventions they implemented. It also shows a series of studies wherein it tackles about the mandated protocols in the airport during pandemic, passengers' travel experiences with regards to the protocols, services, and facilities. For the introduction, the researchers' main goal is to know what are the health and safety protocols in NAIA Terminal 3 this time of new normal, and to collect the data on their experiences. After analyzing, we will give recommendations for improvement of health and safety measures in the airport. Next, for the statement of the problem, number 1, what is the profile of the respondents in terms of age, gender, civil status, and destination? Number 2, how is the experience of the passengers of Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Terminal 3 with regards of safety measures in terms of service satisfaction, safety assurance, and convenience? Number 3, how passengers' experience in the new normal health and safety measures be described in terms of the following reasoned action domains: being passive, being reactive, being positive, and being negative. 4, is there a significant difference in the passengers' experience of health and safety measures when grouped according to the demographic profile? Number 5, is there a significant relations between the passenger's experience of health and safety measures and the recent action domains? And lastly, what are the possible recommendations based from the findings of the study? For the related literature, the researchers look for the previous study about the global pandemic on how they implement protocols and also of all the parameters we've used, such as service satisfaction, safety assurance, convenience, being passive, being reactive, being positive, as well as being negative. For the research gap, first is the difficulty to find common time to meet with the researchers. Second, the difficulty to gather data because of limited online resources and restrictions. For the theoretical framework, the researchers use reasoned action theory since it could be utilized as a framework for investigating whether individuals behave rationally and sensibly use all the available information that they are willing to motivated to comply. And this theory enables researchers to analyze and evaluate whether the new normal health and safety measures affects or impacts the passenger's travel experience, which can be used to understand the perception and effectivity to the passengers. For the conceptual framework, the researchers have then discussed this framework in line with the reasoned action theory. Researchers have then put safety measures, travel experience, and reasoned action theory as to identify whether the passengers have a positive and negative attitude and assessment towards the implemented protocols. Are they easily motivated to comply, or their decision vary based on the other people's perspectives? For the research methodology, the researchers applied quantitative research design with an approach of descriptive correlational design that describe in relationship between variables without attempting to control or manipulate any of them. The participants were composed of 194 passengers, and the researchers used simple random sampling technique. For the statistical treatment, the researchers select those formula based on the SOP and research objectives. Frequency and percentage. In determining the demographic variables of the respondents, the researchers translated and gathered data results into frequency and percentage over several participants for a more straightforward interpretation. Weighted arithmetic mean. Weighted arithmetic mean was used to determine the passenger's experience in the new normal health and safety measures on NAIA Terminal 3. Third, one-way ANOVA. One-way ANOVA was conducted to test the significant difference of the passenger's experience for safety measures in NAIA Terminal 3 when grouped according to their demographic profile. For Kruskal-Wallis H test, it was conducted to test the hypothesis. Lastly, Pearson correlation, it is a statistic measure of the degree of relationship between the demographic profile of the respondents and their experience as a reasoned action domains. Next, what is the profile of the respondents in terms of age, gender, civil status, and destination? In findings and conclusion, frequent travelers are 18 to 24 years old, female, single, and domestic. Next, how is the experience of the passengers of Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 with regards of safety measures in terms of service satisfaction, safety assurance, and convenience? In findings and conclusion, they all strongly agreed that they are satisfied with the services offered by the airport, assured regarding their safety while traveling. Lastly, they agreed that the health and safety measures are convenient. Number 3, how passengers experience in the new normal health and safety measures be described in terms of the following reasoned action domains: being passive, being reactive, being positive, and being negative. In findings and conclusions, passengers strongly agree with being reactive and being passive. Passengers disagree with being passive and being negative. For the significant difference of the passengers' experience of health and safety measures when grouped according to the demographic profile, in findings and conclusion, there is no significant difference when grouped according to the demographic profile, which are age, gender, civil status, and destination, with regards to their experience to the new normal health and safety measures on NAIA Terminal 3. 5. Is there a significant relation between the passenger's experience of health and safety measures and their reasoned action domains? In findings and conclusion, there is a weak positive relationship between the passenger's experience to the health and safety measures to the passenger's reasoned action domains, and they are statistically significantly correlated. In recommendations, number 1, the researchers recommend a comprehensive study to be conducted specifically exploring the demographics of the passengers, as this will shed light to better management of the passengers. Number 2, the airport authorities in partnership with government agencies continue to harness the implementation of health and safety measures so as to ensure the passengers' welfare and satisfaction. Number 3, the passengers or the general public needs to be more vocal and expressive of their experiences rather than merely complying with the existing protocols. This will enable authorities to enhance the implementation of health and safety measures. And lastly, these are the list of some references that the researchers use in the study. And that would be all. Thank you.